Hi, welcome to Wassell Woodworking. On today's episode, we're going to be building this light box. This light box consists of LED strips and a simple wooden frame with a diffuser panel put in front. I'm going to be using it for helping film my introductions and my final thoughts of my videos. So let's see how it's done. I used LED strip lighting for this project, and it comes on a roll that you can cut up. It's about 16.5 feet per roll. So now I'm going to desolder each of these segments, and I'm going to take the scissors and cut through the back adhesive. That's pretty much how that's done. Pull it apart pretty easily, and then it gives me one segment that'll be the width of the light box. I'll throw that one down there. Do another one. Let's cut the tape on the back. There's another one. Okay, so now I have all the strips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 strips. So now I'm going to take these and separate them all out to make a light box. Probably putting each one about an inch apart. So the interior of the box will be probably 21 inches by 11, something like that. Here I am cutting up a 2x4 piece of white dry erase board. Makes a good backing for the lights, and it's 10 inches by 21.5 inches wide. Alright, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I've have lines that are drawn on here. So now I will take the strips, making sure that that the letters are all facing me, and then I'm basically going to put this right over those lines. Once these light strips are all glued down, what I end up doing is tying each of them together with a wire at the end, connecting all the positives and connecting all the negatives so that the 12 volts will run each strip. So here I'm cutting the diffuser panel, and all this is a 2x4 sheet that they use on fluorescent lighting in commercial workplaces, businesses, and it cuts on the saw. I didn't bring the blade up high enough, which is why I'm going painfully slow in this shot, but it helps diffuse it so you don't see each one of the LEDs individually. So I took a 1x12 piece of pine that I had pre-painted from the store, and I cut it to length, probably about 24 inches long, so it's longer than the width of the light box. And then I took it and set it up to rip it in 2-inch wide strips, being careful to make sure that the push stick doesn't get caught in the blade of the saw. And I run about 4 or 5 of these off, even though I really only need about 3 of these. Now I'm cutting a groove in each of the pieces for the light diffuser panel, and then cutting the groove out of the back to allow a space for the light panel to be screwed in from the back of the light box. Now I'm using the table saw sled to cut the corners of the light box at a 45-degree angle. This is a very accurate jig, and you can see how to make this on my YouTube homepage. So I've taped the box together, so now I'm going to apply glue in the corners and then put it together. So all I'm going to do now is take the lens out, move it that way, open this up, and put glue in it. Now I'm pulling the band up to the center line of the width of the wood. That's on there tight. You notice I'm doing on the wood because I don't want it to stick to the table saw and create a rust spot. Alright, so I am here to paint the wood that is not primed already. Painting it white just because give it a nice look, and I don't feel about masking things off absolutely perfectly this way. And that is that. So it's all been painted, and now I can take the masking off. And I just painted it white so it blends in with everything else. And so now it's just a matter of pulling all this off. And there it is. So now I can take that. Take the lighting panel, and this will go in here. Now I have to screw this into place with a couple screws. Power supply, put this here and connect it, have a nice light box. So I've measured an inch off all the edges, have a 1/16 inch drill bit. I'm going to take a couple eye bolts. Alright, so the trick cutting chain is I'm going to give myself 12 inches. Means I need to open this one up. Instead of trying to force it open, like a C, you just twist it instead. And then it's easier to put back into position. Oops. This way. And this way. Like that. Now it's ready to hang up. So here you can see with the light on the left and without, and it really helps fill in the face good on the left hand side, making it look better than on the right. So as you can see in that last video clip, my son's face was much better illuminated with the light box. Anyway, it was a fun project to build, and now you can build one yourself. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Put your comments and questions below and subscribe today. See you next time. Thanks for watching.